Hello, Meeting Cheng. How are you? You do not read your email. You do not read the announcement on Blackboard. I'm glad that you are good. I just announced on the Blackboard today that your final is on May 14th at 3 o'clock p.m. If you go and check your course, our class on Blackboard, there is an announcement, and that announcement also is going to be sent, it has been sent, sorry, to your email account as well. Let me see if I can show it to you. Here it is. I don't know if you can read this. All right. On Blackboard. So I'm going to scroll down. It says final exam, dear all. Okay. You are welcome. Hi, Jenny. Regarding your lecture, chapter 9. Go ahead. Ask your question. Ch- 35. This is, okay, page, I'm at that number 35. H0, let me write it down. Let's see if I can have this old board. H0, HA, mu equal, oops, sorry, P, this is proportion, is equal to 0.2 and lowercase p is not equal to 0.2. Okay. To get the p-value, you did 2 times, that is correct. 1 minus 0.1056, but it is a two-tailed hypothesis test. You should only do 2 times point, well, 2 times point, wait a minute. If I did 2 times 1 minus that, that is for the area to in between. If this is what I did, if I did 2 times 1 minus 0.1056, 1056, that is the area in between. This is the explanation. Okay? If I did 2 times 1 minus 0.1056, if this is what I did, that is showing this area right here. Okay? But you are correct. If the p-value is 0.1056, you have to multiply by 2, and it is going to be 0.2112. And but 2 times 1 does not equal it. That you're correct. 2, if I did this, or I don't know, I probably made a mistake, but if I didn't make a mistake, probably I've been trying to tell you that this is the area in between. The whole thing is 1, 2 times this, half in here, I mean 0.1056 in here and in here, but the p-value is 0.2112. You are correct. Yeah, definitely. If I'm going to do this, I made a mistake. I'm going to post this this office hour. I'm going to post it, and I'm going to let everybody know that a mistake according to you, and I thank you for bringing this up. This is supposed to be 2 times 1.1056, which is equal to 0.2112, and this is the p-value. And this is, this is, okay. And this is a p-value. Let me see if I can. Yeah. So this is the p-value. Jenny, okay, but when you are computing p-value to the alpha, you would be 2 times this, that's this, but your work shows that you did 2 times, wait a minute. This question now doesn't make that much sense, Jenny. Say when you are comparing p-value to the alpha, you would use 2 times, that's correct, that which is 0.2112. But your work shows that you did 2 times, well, you repeated yourself, 2 times 0.1056. No, you don't. You don't do. No, this you do not do. Do not do this one. Do not do this one. This is wrong. Okay? Do not do this one. This is the way that you calculate the p-value for two-tail. And then you compare this against your alpha. Let's say alpha is equal to 0.05. Then you compare this against this. And now in this case, because this is greater than the alpha, you do not reject the H0. All right? Let's see. All right. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for bringing this up. I'm going to explain this a little bit more in detail and more organized. Then I'm going to post and I'm going to let everybody know about it. Sergio, Why did you change the option to take the exam from Cengage to Beachboard? Because we were supposed to do it on Beachboard since the beginning. Number one, because everything's supposed to be done on Beachboard. I had difficulty with Beachboard. I was not familiar with Beachboard. Let me put it this way. When I was trying to load my test on Beachboard, I didn't know that there is a mismatch of the format. I had my test done in Microsoft Word. When I was transferring it over into Beachboard, it wouldn't show, and most of the characters wouldn't show on Beachboard. And I didn't want to waste my time. I contacted Cengage and I talked to them to see if they can go ahead and upload my test on their server. And with them, I didn't have any problem. Later on, I found out that for Beachboard, I have to have my test or anything that I want to post as a quiz. It should be in form of plain text, like .txt. If you're familiar with Windows Notepad, so they had to be in this different format. That was the main reason. Now that I learned that it has to be in that format, then I did go ahead and change my final exam from Microsoft Word to Notepad. Then I did put it on Beachboard. And of course, it is going to be on the exam day and time. Well, the first one, because everything was kind of out of order and everybody was so overwhelmed, I did give you guys so much time. But this one, everything is already planned ahead of time, and it is going to be administered according to the school scheduling time and day. That's for Mr. Zelaya. Jenny, great, thank you. You are most welcome, Jenny. Sergio, was that explanation good enough? I'm asking because it seems to be a problem with Beachboard. There's no problem with Beachboard. Well, let me just tell you this. Out of about I had like 275 students, two campuses taking a test. About 197, they took it on Cengage. The rest, oh no, I'm sorry, no. 117 took it on Cengage. The rest took it on Beachboard. And out of all these students taking it on Beachboard, there was only one student that said that there was some problem. But when I called the technology help desk, they said no, there is no any problem. There's no such thing, and everything's supposed to be okay. I have had difficulty from two other classes because the system slows down, but the time is still running. Now, the thing is, Sergio, oh, you're quite welcome. Therefore, we had to retake the exam. Now that I have it scheduled according to those time and days, we're not going to have like about 500 or 1,000 students trying to take or use the server at that exact same time. So my students in the morning at 8 o'clock, they're going to take it at 8 o'clock. I know that there are so many other classes that the students are going to take it on Beachboard at the same time, but having students taking it on different time, it is going to make it a little bit easier on the server in terms of traffic. Could you also, Jenny, explain the key indicator to show when a problem is sigma known and unknown case? What information is provided to which type of case it is? When they are talking about from, they go like, let's say the wording, from a population, okay, da 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 da, and then they say the standard deviation of the population is so and so. When they say using a population or from a population, and then they continue, they say that standard deviation is, let's say, 2.5. In that case, we're talking about sigma known case. When they say we take a sample or from a sample of a large population, the sample size of 30, and a standard deviation of, whatever, then in that case, you know that you're dealing with the sigma unknown case. So you have to pay attention to the wording of the problem, and they will tell you in the problem. All right. Oh, gee, we only have 2 of you guys. All right, sounds good. Thank you very much. Stay safe. You do the same, Sergio. Thank you very much for participating. For the chi-square, Jenny, you just write down the formula for the chi-square. Chi-square is equal to sigma of observed minus expected square expected. That's it. You're quite welcome, Jenny. Will we have to be familiar with conclusions like we are 95% confident? Yes. Yes, you. Well, if, wait a minute. Reject. No, 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 no. No. Yes. Just reject or accept. So I got that wrong. So, well, this is what I understood from your previous question. Yes, you have to be familiar with 95% confidence level. Like, what does it mean? Okay. But you're not going to be asked to interpret the result like we are 95% confident that the sample mean is going to be within this range of the population mean. No, you don't have to. For chapter 9, you only have to care about whether to accept or reject the H0. All right. Jenny, also a side note, PowerPoint slides number, you have, I think there's a typo, number S, or maybe number 5 or 2, are slightly different than what you indicate in your lecture, but it is only off slightly. Well, I do have that PowerPoint slide, the same PowerPoint slide that I have, numbers. Uh, slide, oh, mm, there could be, yeah, there could be. I, I'm using the same one. The only reason for that could be that later on I did add something or I did delete something or modified something off of the one that I have, then, but it shouldn't because, the PowerPoint that is uploaded on Beachboard, that's the one that I'm using. Um, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, it could be that maybe sometimes I use the one that I have already had uh, on my computer, on my on the local hard drive of my laptop. Sorry about that. Should have hired you to double check all my work and activities and documentations and everything, Jenny. Well, thank you. Do you want me to do that right now? And then I'm going to post this, and you don't care for everybody to see um, what you have. What I do suggest is send me an email and tell me what you got on your both tests and on your homework assignments. Then I will do the calculation and I will let you know. Is that fine? Whichever you prefer. If you prefer to send me an email, oh, quite welcome. If you want to send me an email, if you feel better that way, fine. If you want me to do it right now and you just want to let me know what you got, I have no problem. I'll do that. Thank you very much, Jenny. I hope the same thing for you and your family. Uh, do you mean we're almost done by like office hours? Yes, if that's what you mean, yeah, 2 more minutes. If you mean by the semester, that is also true. We're almost done. But if you are talking about Corona, I don't know. Oh, with the semester, yeah, we're almost done. Like, except for this week and next week. That's it. And then the week after that is a final exam week. I miss school, Jenny. I don't know about you. Oh, you do? Yeah, really. This isolation is not good. Hopefully, it's going to get over soon. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. Well, you got to do what you got to do, right? All right, Jenny. This is the end of this office hours. If you send me an email, I'll take care of that calculation of your grade. Stay safe. Bye bye. Wait a minute. I have one more person. I think they just joined us. Um, okay, I'm still here if anybody has any question. All right, Jenny. No problem.